I just bought my tickets for Transformers 4 Age of Extinction, and it came with these like special edition glasses. There's one and then this one, so I guess one's Optimus Prime and the other's Bumblebee. But one's got like a Decepticon. Check this out, it's got like half Decepticon, half 4. I have no idea what this Transformers is about. I've only seen like one of the trailers. I love the original Transformers trilogy. I know a lot of people didn't like it. They were upset. They said it ruined their childhood. I was a Transformers fan as a kid. And what made the original Transformer trilogy awesome is the amount of ufology that was in it. And I think if people didn't have a good background in ufology, that's probably why they weren't appreciating the daylights out of Transformers trilogy. The John Turturro character, that's the Jesus from Big Lebowski. He was a ufologist, and he dropped almost all the stories that he dropped in the trilogy were from ufology. It's not like they made anything up. Megatron going into the ocean in 1899, Witwicky and all that, that was the 1899 Aurora landing. You can look that up. I know there's a new cast. I'm just hoping that Michael Bay continues dropping the UFO knowledge in the movies, because that's really what made it awesome for me. That kept me going back all the way to the end. Part 3 was called Dark of the Moon. If you think about Dark of the Moon, it's for Dark Side of the Moon, and in the movie they keep asking, you know, do you want to know why we never been back to the moon since 1972? And I'm not sure why there were so many haters on Megan Fox. I thought that was absurd that everybody was hating on Megan Fox. Those two characters, those robots, those were kind of annoying. But overall, the original Transformers trilogy, even from a visual perspective, dropped action like we've never seen before. So I think all the hatred on the original Transformers was unfair. Granted, it wasn't the original cartoon, but you had Transformers the movie cartoon, you know, if you wanted the cartoon. They already made the movie. So that being said, I was happy, thrilled with the original trilogy. Dark of the Moon blew me away. The Fallen blew me away. The original blew me away. Just the amount of ufology. And I think if you go back and watch the trilogy with the ufology angle, you'll appreciate it a lot more. You think about it, the Transformers are aliens, and so are the Decepticons, so there's bad and good aliens, and these aliens are here looking over us. They're trying to take over our planet. The Apollo in Part 3, they brought out Buzz Aldrin, the actual human, and he said that the Apollo mission wasn't what the public stated mission was. So anyway, I really enjoyed the trilogy. I've established that at this point. I have no idea what this new one's about. I didn't read anything about it. This movie just kind of came out. I know Marky Mark's in it, and it's 2 hours and 45 minutes, so I'm hoping they drop a lot of awesome storyline. I'm interested to see where they're taking the franchise now, because it seems like it's a reboot or it's like a new flavor of Transformers. But I don't know. So after I get out, I'll leave my perspective. But I'm happy that they didn't abandon Transformers and that it looks like we're going to have 3 more Transformer films. I think that's awesome. I love Marvel. I love Transformers. I love G.I. Joe. I love that the staples of my childhood that were awesome are being brought back. And I even saw that I think there's a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie and Megan Fox is in it. So I think Michael Bay directed it. Again, I'm not sure why people were hating on Megan Fox. She's awesome for Transformers. I mean, it was like you had Linkin Park, Megan Fox, and Optimus Prime. And that was a quality combo right there, with Michael Bay dropping the crazy action visuals. I think Transformers was unfairly hated on. Awesome trilogy. I'm looking forward to seeing this new one, see what it's all about. We're exiting the film right now. And Michael Bay just flashed his junk to the whole planet for 2 hours and 45 minutes. It was Michael Bay just demonstrating his supremacy of special effects, just dropping tons of UFO info. I mean, it's not, they're way past trying to convince you aliens exist. They're just on the whole, I mean, it's like past tense in Transformers 4, but it's Michael Bay just laying it on you. I mean, that was overkill in a good way. Kids are going to be blown away by this movie. But Optimus Prime is awesome. Grimlock didn't talk, so I was kind of disappointed about that. But you can't get everything. They kind of rewrite how the dinosaurs were extinct. And I had always wondered the same thing, you know. I never really bought the meteor story, although the dinosaurs are highly suspect to me. I mean, you know, once we found out that brontosauruses didn't exist, I started to wonder if the rest of it was a hoax. And Michael Bay did depict brontosauruses in the alien extincting the dinosaurs scene at the beginning of the movie, so yeah. The extinction event, the seed never actually happened, but those the aliens killed off the dinosaurs. What I like about the Transformers films, though, is like at the end of each film or at the beginning of each film, Optimus Prime kind of explains that we don't know all the answers to the history of the universe, and even though the Transformers are more advanced, or in this case the Autobots have a longer history and are more advanced than the humans, Optimus Prime doesn't try to fake it like he understands all the secrets of the universe. And in this movie it's revealed that Optimus Prime was also created by some mysterious group of something or other. And near the end, his next quest is to find who created him. They have the Allspark, we have Souls. Marky Mark looked like he had a really good time making this movie. I enjoyed hanging with Marky Mark for 2 hours and 45 minutes. And the guy that, the evil inventor, or the inventor that had the government contract, he was pretty fun. Kelsey Grammer was pretty good as a bad guy as well. His daughter was cool, I guess. The Lucky Charms boyfriend was kind of cool. We're pretty glad the friend got killed off at the beginning. That saved a whole lot of bullcrap. You endure a lot through this film. I mean, you go from being on a barn to being in space. A whole lot of stuff took place. Overall, I mean, it was pretty heavy on the action. I think it was way overkill, so kids can't complain. They kept the philosophy going. They showed you tons of technology. Some new element called Transformium. That it's like this super nano, whatever the heck. I don't know. It forms into anything you want it to form into. There was lots of tech, lots of alien stuff. Thinking back on it, if you have no frame of reference for extraterrestrials or UFOs or any of that being real phenomenon, this movie really would be boring. You'd be yawning throughout the whole thing. Like, what the hell am I looking at? But if you have a quality background on ufology, the entire Transformers saga is beyond fascinating. This thing takes ufology to the next level. And I noticed Steven Spielberg's name was on it, because at the end it said Michael Bay and Steven Spielberg. And Steven Spielberg annually tries to disclose the UFO reality to everybody. And again in Transformers Part 4. And it looks like there's going to be a Transformers Part 5. Galvatron got away at the end. I don't care about dropping spoilers, that's what I do. It's not about the end, it's about the journey. Optimus Prime is still the most valiant, honorable, awesomest spirit in the universe, in the galaxy. And what did they say? He defends the free universe, or defends the free galaxy. And that's down with the Decepticons in a bad way. You got anything you want to add?
I am speechless. I don't have any words to say about it except for just agreeing with everything that you just said.
If you're going to go see Transformers Part 4, make sure you check out any speech by Steven Greer or Richard Dolan or even Catherine Austin Fitz. It will enhance the experience tremendously. The only thing they did wrong is they didn't keep Linkin Park on the soundtrack. Transformers aren't the Transformers without Linkin Park. But I'm glad they didn't use anything off Linkin Park's new album. That was about the only thing missing from Transformers was Linkin Park. The day I saw X-Men Days of Future Past, earlier on in the day, I had listened to Steven Greer's workshop on free energy. And it was fitting because there were many parts of the movie's plot line that were directly from Steven Greer's speech. And I had seen Transformers 4 a week after I saw X-Men. There was a similarity between X-Men Days of Future Past and the Transformers 4 Age of Extinction. That similarity was that the government in both films no longer needed the services of the mutants and the Transformers because they had back engineered or re-engineered or figured out how to create their own controlled version of either the mutants or the Transformers. This was accomplished in X-Men when they got the blood and the DNA of Mystique, and then through the lab they were able to re-engineer it and create their own mutants. And in Transformers they were able to do this by obtaining Transformium, and then they created their own version of a Transformer robot. And so what I wonder, in the Transformers and the X-Men film, the government no longer needing the services of the Transformers and the mutants, is that referencing the government no longer needing to cooperate or need the services of extraterrestrial aliens? Or does it mean that since they've built robots now, they no longer need to cooperate with human beings? It's one of the two, and since this theme is in both films, we have to look at it and say, why is this same situation appearing in two blockbuster films that came out within a month of each other? Here's to the Autobots, down with the Decepticons. May the Force be with you. Allspark, the Matrix, Optimus Prime. Team America. Later.